About to go in this gym. It's a Sunday. A little after 1 o'clock. It's warm outside. I'm about to go in the gym and black the fuck out. Check. This video is going to, of course, Gully TV Sports. As I told y'all, I was going to start making sure that I'm interjecting some fresh content to the sports channel a little bit more often. But anyway, I got a dope piece coming to y'all from Marvin O'Connor. Marvin O'Connor is a legendary basketball player from South Philadelphia. He played at Villanova, and he made his name at St. Joe's. There's so much I could say about this interview, mainly because I got personal ties to it. So much going on for me right now in the realm of basketball. Just check it out. Check it. I interviewed Marvin O'Connor, and during the course of the interview, of course, we're naming names are coming up from the past and present. You know, Pennsylvania basketball stars, mainly guys who are high school stars, and I seen one of my homies yesterday who was in Glen Mills. His name's Torrin McLaurin. We call him Moan. And this is a person who played basketball. He started at Glen Mills. He got there right as Turquin Mott was leaving. And me and him had a conversation yesterday, and we talking about basketball, and he started talking about how Glen Mills was undefeated. I mean, how Glen Mills won states back-to-back in the early 90s. And he was like, man, you know, when I got there, we was the shit. He said, but them niggas before us, he like, Turquin Mott and them niggas? He said, man, them niggas was smacking motherfuckers. I'm like, word? He was like, yeah, man, it was Turk, Kareem Towns. He started naming people and shit, and boom, that's a name right there that rings bells. I'm like, Kareem Towns that ended up going to Lasalle, who is known in Philly as Rab. I never knew that Kareem Towns went to Glen Mills. The conversation that I was in with my man Moan, he after we discussed, you know, Turquin Mott and Kareem Towns, he started talking about the team that he played on. He played on the same team as Rasheed Bey. And he started naming some big-time Glen Mills athletes, some superstars like Rasheed Bey, Arthur Yaya Davis, and a guy by the name of Jordash Allen from Flint, Michigan. They said he was one of the original Flintstones, actually. He ended up getting killed. But he was mentioning all of these guys, and I said, damn, man, why ain't you never tell me that you played against all these niggas, man? Glen Mills was almost like in the pub league. He telling me, man, I played against Strawberry Mansion and Albany with Jason Lawson. My homeboy played against all these dudes. This is one of my, like, I won't say co-defenders, but my crimies and shit. He, like I said, he was up the Mills around the time that I was in Vision Quest playing ball, but he's telling me all this shit, and he goes on to say, man, we played against Kobe Bryant and them, man. We beat the shit out of Kobe Bryant and them when I was at the Mills. And I'm like, word? He was like, yeah, I think he was a freshman or something. He said, we blasted them. He said, the next year, they played against Roro and them. That's my homeboy, Roosevelt Benjamin. He was a two-sport star athlete at Glen Mills. He started in football and basketball. So I ended up calling him, Roro, and he's going to come on the platform. And he played in that conference. He started at Glen Mills. He played in that conference over there. I don't know the name of it, but they play against Chester and Coatesville and Lower Marion and all of these big time. They were big time in our era, early 90s, mid 90s basketball programs from Pennsylvania. He played against them over on the eastern part of Pennsylvania, and that's where Richard Hamilton comes from. Rip Hamilton, Jameer Nelson, Kobe Bryant. There's more. I can go on and on and on, but I got two special guests back to back, and he ended up saying, he ended up telling me that the next time that he seen Arthur Davis was in a penitentiary. Arthur Davis was one of the guys that ended up being a point guard at St. Joe's as well. Glenn Mills seemed to have served as a feeder system to the St. Joe's basketball program. But we're going to discuss it later. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I got a lot of great shit for y'all. Tune in to The Dribble. It's about to heat up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. And go to the big channel and subscribe. And go to my website so you can get you a dope PA knit like this. Peace.